it wasn't for this community service, I know a lot of us do complain about it, but at the end of the day I think we're all quite grateful to be here. I'd sooner be here on a Saturday rather than be in prison for 24 hours a day.
The graves benefit from us being able to, because we help look after them, and benefits us as well, I believe. It's sort of like a sign of respect, really, isn't it? Because obviously they help fight for the country, and it's respect, obviously, just to look after them and keep them nice.
We're at St Nicholas's Church in Hurst at the moment. We've been working here for quite some time, and the group that come here on a regular basis maintain the area, maintain the graveyards. They also do work in the church to clean and tidy up the church, but primarily they're working outside in the graveyard areas, and specifically at the moment they're working on the war graves. My role is to source projects within the community that are going to have benefits to the wider community, and something like the War Graves Commission is an opportunity to work with a large organisation in order to do a worthwhile project, and it gives us a chance to work in areas that we perhaps hadn't thought of before. The people that would be likely to be working on these sort of groups are low-risk offenders, relatively low-risk offenders, and the nature of their offence may be such that it's deemed by the courts that they really need to put something back into their communities.
It's better for them to be out in the community doing something more constructive, and being in a prison for a minor offence, being locked up 23 hours a day is not very constructive when we could have them out in the community doing jobs. I believe it's more beneficial for them to come and learn a trade, like in gardening, decorating, and for them to use that trade once they've left the community service programme, and hopefully not to come back.
The people that are in those graves, you know, they served our country and they fought for our country. Well, I know that I'm good at doing a good deed to the community. It's nice to do, I mean, I don't usually do stuff like this. Gardening's not my thing. Yeah, we are being punished in a way, but hey, at the end of the day, if you do a crime, you've got to do your time. You should know better.
They are definitely under punishment, and it isn't an easy day for them actually. They are working for a number of hours. They're undertaking quite physical work in some circumstances, and for some of them they're giving up days that they would normally have off.
We can't make people work together, but we are facilitators really. We are collaborating. If we bring the probation service together with a church and say, can you please clear this churchyard or assist with maintenance, and it works, that's a fantastic win-win situation. The church has assistance, the war graves have assistance, and it's very fruitful work for those in the probation service.
I think the collaboration has been really successful. I think it's been an excellent opportunity to work with the War Graves Commission. I think that the people working on the group have found it to be a really worthwhile project, and I hope that the War Graves Commission are also happy with the work that we're doing. We're able to get involved in a range of projects really, and that can be for anything from sort of perhaps doing gardening work in residential areas and things like that, and that goes right through to larger areas like some of the big parks in Slough. We're also involved in painting and decorating in day centres and youth and community centres, which has a great benefit to the residents there. We're also involved in a number of churches actually across the area, and that can be work with both in the graveyards and within maintaining the churches themselves.
It's more creative and more giving back to the community. Obviously, if you go to prison, then you're just locked up really, but whereas you're here, you're helping back the community. It's like, giving something back basically. That's what it's about really. Obviously it's a punishment, but it's a good form of punishment obviously, because like I said, if you're in prison, then you're just going to sit there and rot away, whereas they've got us out here every Saturday cleaning, tidying up stuff.